Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, A Magical Life with Aylah Hillel. I'm Aylah, and today we're going to be talking about the energy of self-love. So, the energy of self-love is it's a difficult subject because um, so many of us deal with this self-loathing. I know that I picked mine up in childhood, and I'll bet many of you did too. But that's not the only place where we pick up self-loathing. Um, you know, uh, we're barraged all the time with media telling us what size we should be, or what brand we should wear. And I have seen things that make me think that they want us to believe that if we're not that size, if we're not wearing that brand, if we're not looking this certain way, that somehow we are not good enough. So we can pick up a fair amount of self-loathing on our own, sadly enough. We can pick it up from our friends. We can pick it up from, extended family members. Yeah, it's a really, really hard thing. And when we're talking about the energy of magic, loving yourself is one of those things that you want to be really on board with. I mean, self-love falls in line with knowing oneself. And we've all heard that, adage for witches is that we need to know ourselves. Self-love is one of those things. And I remember when I was ill, I remember telling my therapist, it was like, well, I can't stand to be in the same room with myself. And she was flabbergasted. And she was like, why? And I didn't know why, except that was what I was taught as a child. And so I had a lot to overcome. And self-love to me, it's a magical concept. It's what makes your magic powerful. Knowing yourself, loving yourself. It's probably one of in the top 5 of what makes our magic powerful. But it really is the thing you will struggle with the most. I mean, if I say, oh, you should meditate 20 minutes a day, that's not going to sound unreasonable to you, is it? Oh, you should light candles and make smoke every day. You should go for a little nature walk out in the trees every day. I mean, you're going to hear that and you're going to be like, okay, I can do all of that. Till we get to the self-love. And this is where a lot of people throw the brakes on. And it's hard. I know it's hard. We're going to get to the divine self. You are God. You are an aspect of God. And in the divine self video that's going to come in the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to show you energetically how that works. The way it was explained to me by the angels. The angels explained this to me in a meditation, and I'm going to be more than happy to give it to you. But this is hard, this concept of, and I remember one time I was doing this, I was leading a ritual, and I really wanted to talk to people about the fact that they are energetically, they are an aspect of God. You are an aspect of God. And so I had put a little mirror on the altar, and when the ritual started and my part came to lead the actual ritual, I picked up the mirror and I walked around the circle and I told everybody, I love you. You are God. Look, this is what God looks like. I shouldn't have done that. There were people who had real serious issues with that. And, they couldn't look in the mirror, and some of them cried, and I felt so bad. My heart was totally in the right place, but it was, I never stopped to consider how we struggle with this concept. And when we're talking about your powerful magic, trust me when I tell you, you want to get this one under control. You want to get a lock on it. So it's, it's kind of difficult. And when it comes to helping people understand how they need to love themselves, I don't have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of ideas about lots of stuff, and this is one of them that I'm just kind of like, I know that for me, the transformation that came with meditating, I had a healing moment after my very first meditation. I had, and if you remember, I told this story in a previous video. I had a healing moment, and that coalesced everything for me. It was like, I love myself. I think I'm smart. Up until that point, I didn't really know if I was smart or not. And it's like, from here on out, I will be my best advocate. It was a moment in meditation when I felt like I had become one. Remember this? I showed you this. I had become one with the divine. And so that was my moment, and I have since learned that my moment is not everybody's moment. I wish it could be. I wish it could be, because that was a very, not only was it healing, but it was profound. It changed my life forever. So I wish that for everybody. I wish that for everybody. So what I would like to talk to you today about, let me see if I can get myself under control here. What I would like to talk to you today about is trying different things. I remember one time thinking that I grew up with a little sense of abandonment. My parental units just were not there for me. And then when there was a parental unit there for me, she was not there emotionally. She was very authoritarian and very heavy-handed. And I remember feeling like me and my siblings were kind of on our own with her. So this feeling of abandonment, I think that kind of lends itself to this feeling of self-loathing. So I want you to try different things. I want you to really think about this. If you think about self-love, don't think about self-loathing. That's in the past. And you're not going that way. So let's go this way. Think about self-love. What makes you feel loved? And in particular, what could you do for yourself that makes you feel loved? I invented some visualizations, and I remember coming home from work one day, this is as an adult, and I thought, wow, I need my mom. I had a really bad day at work, and I felt like I needed to talk to my mom. And I've never had that relationship with another woman, a motherly, daughterly type of relationship. And I remember the feminine divine. I just felt this presence all of a sudden that she's like, you have a mom, you have a mom. And all of a sudden I had this visualization of me sitting on the couch and my feet were in her lap, and she was petting my feet, and she was talking to me, and she was like, you have a mom, tell me all about it. So this was a visualization. Now, everybody thinks that God talks to me, and it's like, maybe so in my own thought, in my own mind, I don't know. But it was a feeling, and it was brought on by a visualization of this woman, this older woman there, who wanted to hear all about my bad day. Another visualization that I created was one of the masculine divine and the feminine divine. And because I never really had like a father relationship, a mother relationship, I never really had that. And so I created this visualization of Saturday. I called this visualization Saturday morning cartoons, where I'm sitting on the sofa. Mom's on one side, Dad's on the other side, and we're watching cartoons. And they're petting me, and they're kissing me, and they're talking to me. And at one point, I laid my head in her lap, and I put my feet in his lap after cartoons were over, and I fell asleep. That was how the visualization ended. I fell asleep with this picture in my head. Well, I'm a big believer that, whatever we think and whatever we feel is what becomes our reality. I mean, you know this as a magical person, you know this. And this is what we talk about in this channel is our thoughts and our feelings creating an energy or a vibration, reverberating out into the universe and coming back with our heart's desire. And never think that your heart's desire, don't ever sell that short. Your heart's desire is what motivates your life, whatever that is. So I would like you to begin to play around with different ideas. And the other thing is self-talk. Self-talk. Start to listen to the way you talk about yourself. I started noticing after a while, after I started getting really healed, that I would be in the room with somebody and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm such a dummy." And the hair on the back of my neck would stand up. And I was like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say you're a dummy. Well, I forgot this. Or I forgot. Okay, say you forgot it. Don't say you're a dummy. And so we need to listen to that, even if we are joking. A lot of people don't think that there's any harm in talking to each other and talking to ourselves as long as we're joking, as long as we don't mean it. But those words have meaning, okay? Those words have meaning and they have vibration and they have energy to them. And you're undoing your power as you're participating in this type of self-talk, this negative self-talk. You should never think anything about yourself except you are beautiful, you are smart, you have a wonderful heart, you love helping people, those type of things. I mean, what do you know about yourself? What do you know about yourself? When I ask people this, what do you know about yourself? They're like, well, I like to help. Oh my God, that's huge. You like to help? That's huge. I mean, that puts you in the top 5 of the most awesome human beings on the planet, So, yeah. So watch the negative self-talk. And then on the other hand, invent good things to say about yourself. Now, listen. I've had people tell me before, I can't say anything good about myself. I can't think of anything good to say about myself. That is the biggest bunch of horse shit I've ever heard in my life. Okay? If you can't, off the top of your head, think of good things to say about yourself, sit down with a piece of paper and a pen and create your own affirmations. Create your own affirmations. Write them on 3x5 cards and stick them around your house, particularly in the bathroom next to or on your mirror that you get ready for work or you get ready for your day and you're looking in this mirror to fix your hair and put your makeup on. Put the affirmations there. You want to start building a relationship with yourself. If I am correct, me and every other light worker on this planet is correct that we are an aspect of God, you don't want to be involved in any sort of self-negative anything, feelings, thought, actions. This is really, really serious. And it damages your relationship with the divine, and it damages your relationship with yourself. And all of that affects your magic. So this is really, really serious. And it's something, I mean, if you haven't made a goal for 2020 yet, and you struggle with this issue like a lot of us did and still do, please make this your goal. Please make this your goal. It's so important. It's so important. And we don't even realize how our relationship and our attitude towards ourselves affects attitude and relationship towards other people. I firmly believe with all of my heart that if you love you and take care of you best, love you and take care of you best, you're going to be able to love and do the very best for the people around you. So this self-care, self-love, all of it is so important because you're a generator. You're generating energy for other people that you're taking care of, your children, your spouse. You're generating energy for them. What happens when a generator runs out of gas? It doesn't work. Okay, so you've got to constantly be filling up your soul, replenishing your spirit, nourishing your heart so that you can do your service. Whatever your service is, you want to have enough strength to do that. And it's hard. I know, because this part of it, I still struggle with. Somebody will say, well, okay, you're writing a book, you're writing another book, and you've got your YouTube channel and you've got your blog and, you've got Facebook. So what are you doing for you? What are you doing for your self-care? And I have to remember when the trees are calling me, go hug a tree because that's what makes me feel cared for. Go sit by the creek. There are lovely creeks around here in Medford and surrounding areas. I go sit on a rock by the creek and just disengage. Just let my mind disengage. Okay, so this is a hard topic, and that's really all I have to say about it. So you want to watch your negative self-talk. Watch your positive self-talk and make sure you're getting plenty of that. Do things that make you feel cared for, and really start to focus on what's going on inside of your head. What is going on inside of your head? I mean, are all those old scripts playing back there that we got as kids and that we got from society as teenagers and things that we've bought into as adults? You can't get rid of those old scripts in your subconscious, but you can overlay over the top of them so loudly that the old scripts can't be heard anymore. And we're going to get into more of that later, but right now I would really like to inspire you and encourage you to talk lovingly to yourself. Begin to focus on things that you do that kind of undo you. Your negative self-talk, not enough positive talk, not enough self-care. And self-care can be anything. I remember a friend telling me that a lady was given a question, is chopping wood or painting a picture self-care? And she said chopping wood. And she failed the question because they thought the right answer was painting a picture. Well, her father, the whole time she was growing up, when he needed to blow off steam and he was processing something, he'd go outside and chop wood. He'd chop a bunch of wood and he'd come in the house and he felt a lot better. So when we're talking about self-care and what works for you that may not work for the next guy, you do you, be yourself, and don't let people go, oh, what are you doing that for? If it makes you feel good, then do that. If that's what makes you feel loved and cared for. So I want to do a quick little meditation with you. We're going to do the relaxation technique, and then here's the deal about our minds. When you get into a very relaxed state, and you're going to hear this a lot from me later, the door to your subconscious swings open, and it is alert and awake and ready and available for suggestions. Suggestions like, I'm amazing. I have a good heart. I'm very smart. I love people and I love helping. When you're in that relaxed, remember in one of the videos before I told you that that's a theta state. So it's 4 to 7 sleep cycles per minute. So it's pretty slow. But you're not quite asleep. You're not quite awake. And that little door into your subconscious just swings right open. And this is why I tell people don't fall asleep with the television on. You don't want a lot of that crap going into your mind while you're sleeping, okay? So let's do a quick little meditation involving some affirmations. And I hope that you keep practicing this. This is so important to magical people. This is important to everybody, but if you're practicing magic, oh, I cannot even tell you how important it is. I've already harped on it. Okay, so go ahead and get comfortable. And if you get into your comfy chair and you happen to fall asleep while I'm talking, that's all right. But if you go back and you want to listen to this meditation over again, try to stay, I don't want to say awake, but in that place, in that theta state, because if you go over that place, you're asleep. So at some point, you want to willfully and deliberately and consciously take this meditation in. Okay, so get comfortable, get in your comfy chair, and in case you haven't figured this out, most of what we're going to be doing for the energy of magic, which is what this channel is all about, will usually involve a meditation. So let's get comfortable and try to sit in a chair that will help you keep your spine straight, because you want that energy moving up your spine and up the top of your head. And rest your arms and your hands in your lap. Okay, rest your feet, bottom of your feet on the floor. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And as you let that breath out, let go. Let go of the moment. Let go of the issue facing you at the moment. Let go of the day, just for the purpose of this meditation. I'm not asking you to turn loose forever. Take another deep breath. Second exhale. Let go. Take another deep breath. Third exhale. Become present in the moment. Okay, centered and grounded. Present in the moment. Now see your light. See your light at the bottom of your feet. Soothing and relaxing. Moving up your ankles, your calves, knees, thighs. Allow the light to warm you and soothe you. Your hips, lower torso, solar plexus and middle back feel so good. Move up to your chest, upper back and shoulders, and just let those muscles relax. Feel so good, warm and soothed. Bring your light down into your arms and your hands and your fingers. And just let all of the muscles relax. All of the muscles relax. Okay. Now bring the light into your face, the top of your head, relaxing those muscles. relaxing those muscles down the back of your head, down the back of your head, and into the middle of your brain, into your pineal gland. Okay. Nice and soothed, warm, relaxed. Everything's good. You can just relax for a moment. Feel your body. Feel your beautiful, amazing body that is allowing you to have a physical experience in this third dimensional reality. Beautiful, amazing body. And trust your body that it is intelligent, that it knows what it's doing, and that it is taking care of you. Feel your body for just a moment and appreciate your body. Let's say something kind like, thank you for coming with me on this adventure. Thank you for being my amazing, incredible, wonderful body. Now feel your spirit. Your spirit is the part of you that motivates life inside your body. Your spirit is the part of you that is closest to the divine. Now think for a moment. Think about something good that you want to say to yourself. You've always wanted to say that one thing to yourself, but didn't feel like it was true. Let's begin today to accept that all good things about you are true. You are beautiful. You have a beautiful heart and a beautiful mind. You are intelligent. You are good going about the business of your life. You know how to go about the business of your life. Get things done. I love to help people. I love to be of service. I take really good care of my family. I am a really good friend. I am a good partner. I love my life. I am a good worker. I am successful in my life. What are some of the other affirmations that you can think that you would like to say to yourself? Or perhaps it feels good to just sit in this space with yourself, quietly appreciating who you are and what you do, quietly appreciating the things that are important to you. Okay, we're going to come back now. We're going to leave all of that relaxation and warmth and health right where we put it inside of our bodies. So we're going to take our focus out the back of our head. You may feel a cooling sensation over the top of your head, down your face. Feels so good. Left with a feeling of relaxation and appreciation and love for yourself. Down your throat and neck and shoulders, feeling ever so relaxed. Feeling loved by yourself. Down your arms, hands, and fingers, all waking up, feeling satisfied and healthy and well and loved. Loved by yourself. Come down your chest, middle back and solar plexus. Feel so good. Feel so loved. Bring your attention down into your lower torso, lower back, lower abdomen. Healed and well. Feeling so loved. Bring your focus into your hips and your thighs and your knees. Waking up slowly, slowly. Waking up. Feeling so loved and so cared for. Down into your calves and your ankles and your feet. Feels so good. You are magnificent, amazing, incredible human being. And the angels and the dragons and the fairies and your spirit guide clamor to love you and to look after you. Bring your focus out the bottom of your feet, through the floor, and down into the ground below, where the mother will take it and recycle it and give it back to us. When you are ready, take a deep breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes. There, blessed beloveds. I hope this helps. I hope that we, one by one, can begin to dissolve, I guess is a good word, this epidemic of self-loathing and replace it with the rightful emotion, and that is self-love. So I would just like to wish you a beautiful week. I will make another video on Saturday or Sunday, and we'll see then. Blessed be.